Next, if you don't mind, where are my warriors? Woohoo! Let me hear you. Where are my warriors? Yeah, there's quite a few in here. Awesome. If you don't mind, I'm just going to take a few minutes to talk about something that's very near and dear to my heart. And it's a program that's exclusive to Invest Club. And it's called the 60-Day Challenge. Yeah. And we finally have one coming up again. People have been asking me, when's the next one? When's the next one? And we finally set a date. So the next challenge begins on April 22nd. So just enough time for you to get your mindset in the right place before we start. So what is the 60-Day Challenge? So you guys know I started this club in 2007. So it's been 11, almost 12 years. I can't do the math. Yeah, that I experience a common problem that I see. And that is every month in and month out, I see people come through the doors and they'll take a class or they'll do a boot camp. And there's just one thing that's missing. And what is that? They don't take action, right? So they love to learn, but they don't take action. So our mission of the 60-Day Challenge is for you to become an active real estate investor. And the way we do this is through full real estate immersion. So we talk about and teach the fundamentals of real estate. Now, granted, we will focus on wholesaling. Does everyone know what wholesaling is? It's about getting deals, good deals, under contract and selling the contract for higher than what you have it under contract for to make a profit. It involves none of your money and none of your credit and has the least amount of risk. Now, many of you, or wholesaling I should say in general, maybe has a bad rap for some people. They don't want to wholesale, blah, blah, blah. But let me tell you this. In order to wholesale, you will learn all the fundamentals that you will need in any niche of real estate. And when I'm talking fundamentals, I'm talking about finding leads. I'm talking about learning scripts, doing role plays, speaking directly to sellers, creating relationships with agents, doing warm calling, cold calling. You get to learn how to evaluate deals. That's one of the biggest mistakes I see people when they get in this business. They don't know how to get to the number. They don't know how to evaluate the deal right. And then of course, we have to write offers. Writing offers for real estate investors is like oxygen to a human being. You have to write offers. You can't get deals unless you're writing offers. You have to write offers, and you're going to learn not just to come up with a cash offer, but what about a full price offer on terms? We go deep into creative financing so you can be that versatile investor. We're going to go over contracts. We do marketing campaigns. We're going to show you how you can get your own proof of funds, how to use private money and hard money together, so if eventually you want to be a flipper, you can do it, right? We're going to practice negotiations. We're going to set up systems. And did I mention you're going to be writing offers? Yeah, so it's a unique, extreme, I call it a 360-degree experience, and you will be held accountable. Because guess what? We're not going to teach you anything that's like revolutionary or different. Many of you already know what to do, but the biggest problem is what? You just don't do it. You don't take the action. So guess what? When you sign up for the challenge, if you don't do the work, you're going to get voted off Real Estate Island. We have eliminations. It's true.
They're scary.
And they're scary. So they're scary. So you get to learn how to play on a team, and you're going to be held to a higher standard. And we make it fun too. It's not all just scary. We do these awesome field trips. We're going to go to the trustee sales. We go and pull probate leads at the courthouse. We look for NODs. These are free leads. We go door knocking. We go driving for dollars. We've even gone to renovations in progress. As a matter of fact, I have a couple great pictures and a few challenges. Depending on what's going on, I took a whole bunch of warriors out to Moreno Valley. You had a friend who, do you remember this, Steve? Who was selling this lot, and they had to break all the rocks. And so our warriors, that's actually, you can't see me, but that's me behind that guy, you know, playing with these big Tonka machines, right? It was so cool. But yeah, we do wild experiences. This house, a warrior got this under contract. This was the first time anyone had gone into this house in over 5 years, okay? And we entered this house, and I have a picture of this chair because the person that lived there had died in that chair. And so it was really scary, but totally fun, right? It was about, this is real stuff, this is real estate. And then one day, you know, we were doing a roofing project, and so, you know, this is a warrior experience, so I like to scare the crap out of everyone. Just kidding. But, you know, we actually went out, like, on the roofs, you know, and it was kind of part personal development, part real estate. So yeah, this is Buddy, who's so scared right now. So it's an extreme experience, but that's not all of it. Because not only do we work on your skill set, we work on your mindset. That is half the battle right there, is your mindset when you're doing this business. And so we have a secret weapon. Her name is Captain Pidwell, and she's a master of hypnotherapy. We actually work on all the BS that's going up on here while you're learning how to do all the skills and creating habits as a real estate investor. So we want you to have results. We want you to get through your first deal. We want you to develop successful habits. And I guarantee you, when you're done with the challenge, you're going to have confidence like no other. You're going to be an active investor. You're going to have your team. You're going to overcome your fears. You're going to become a real estate warrior. So our next challenge begins April 22nd. All I can offer you tonight is pick up an application. I only brought 5 of them. They're in the lobby. And if they run out, you can go to 60daychallengeonline.com and download it. Your commitment, just real quick. We're going to talk more. We have a couple webinars coming up so you get to know a little bit more. And obviously, it's not for everyone. So all I'm asking you to do, if you're interested, is pick up an application and submit it. We still have to go through an interview process. We have to make sure it's a good fit for everyone involved. So your commitment is we do a live meeting on Monday nights. Because of technology today, you don't have to drive in the rain. You don't have to go fight traffic. You can actually do this wearing no pants, I guess. But you have to be live on a video conference call every Monday night for 9 weeks, over 60 days. And we also have a conference call every Thursday at 12:15. It's kind of our midweek check-in. So, and you have to have the right attitude. You have to get into the right mindset. And you must be willing to play full out. Because like I said, don't do the work, eliminate it. Hi gals, more warriors, I love it. Hi girls. All right, so many of you are wondering how much is it to play. It's $24.97 to play. Now for some of you, that may be a lot, I understand, but anything worth doing is worth paying for. And once you do your first deal, that is going to be nothing. For some of you, maybe you've paid $50,000, $60,000, $70,000. I know I have on 6-month coaching programs where I had more experience than the coach that was coaching me. I mean, what a, And this is part of the reason why we created this, because I'm like, this needs to be local. There's no coaches from Utah. This is all people here. The mentors that never will you ever be in a program where there are more mentors in the program than there are players. Right, warriors? Yep. I mean, it's crazy. So again, it's $24.97. Here's a couple pictures. This is season 20, season 19. We're a little crazy. We like to celebrate our wins for sure. And did I tell you, if you do a deal, you get paid. You get paid, and the checks keep getting bigger. So again, the next challenge begins April 22nd. Please pick up your application or download it. Just a few final thoughts. It's not too late to get into this business. It's never too early to start. Okay, so stop trying, start doing. All the learning is in the doing. I'm telling you, the podcasts are great, the weekend seminars are great, but you're gonna learn more by being in it and sending in those offers and getting the friction. You're gonna get the real questions when you're actually in it, doing it. Okay? So you can create big results inside and out, and just so you know, we only do this once a year. So if you have that little nudge, it tells you this is the time, this is the time. All right, limited seats. Are you next? All right, pick up your application tonight. Thank you guys for letting me share with you the 60-day challenge. Yeah. Some final thoughts. One last thing. Warriors, please raise your hand. Okay, so they're all wearing this little pink tag. I could talk all day because I talk a lot up here about the challenge, but if you are curious about how the experience really is, don't talk to me, talk to one of these guys, because they'll tell you the truth. Okay, so thank you. All right, good deal.